Alright, welcome to today's lesson. Today we are going to do a part drawing. So what you need to do is go to File, make sure you are in Model, then go to Drawing from Design. Now please unclick the full assembly and click on the part that you will wish to draw. Normally is in A4 size, okay, unlike the full assembly as well as the exploded view is in A3. So once you click on this, it will get you to the page. This is the scale, so you click your first view here, click on projected view, click one here, one down, and one isometric. Left click, and the final one, right click and OK. Okay, you'll notice that when you double click, you see a scale 1:2 here. If you want to change this one, you can change it smaller, because normally this is as a reference. Okay, I can change it to 1:3, slightly smaller. Okay, and I can click it to visible edge because I don't want to see the hidden line. Here there are hidden lines. Okay, so next stage that we need to do is to dimension all the components here. We need to put in the center line, and corresponding to the center line over here, okay, if you zoom in, you will see there is also this line. You need to see, okay, it is coming across here and coming across here, so it should be selecting this line here. Sorry, let's undo this. Click on this, zoom in a bit more, this line here and this line here. Okay, only circles you need center line, for squares you do not need. Okay, and likewise over here. Okay, to pen, just press down the roller and move your bar. Okay, next thing is important to dimension the height. So you can just zoom in again, click on this, move all the way down and click here and left click again. Now you will notice that the dimension here is not so nice. You can press escape to get out of dimension, double click on this, make sure the position is 0. Okay, alright, so you've dimensioned the height. You don't need to dimension the plan view. Okay, so next thing is to put in the words here. So this is your front elevation, and drag it. Here is your end elevation, and here is your plan view. Anytime you want to change it, just double click on them and you can change the wording here. Okay, now it's important that you dimension a hole and the location. So you can press D, click on one flat edge, and you pull it up. Okay, so you know the x-axis dimension, and if that is the reference point, you want to find out the y-axis. Okay, escape, not exactly what I want. You can pull down dimension. Okay, under dimension here, you can pull down different kind of dimension. So okay, this is the y-axis dimension. So now I've only missing one value, which is the dimension of the hole. So you click here and you just pull it out. Sorry, let's try that again. Zoom in, can select dimension of diameter, click here. Okay, sometimes the auto select doesn't work nicely. Okay, you also need to dimension the position of this hole. So let's do that quickly. Normally we try not to dimension it within the drawing. So we'll try to pull the value out. Okay, can select, let's say change the dimension, click here, click here. Okay, we try to keep dimension on one side, but sometimes it's not possible. And although there's a hole here, so we need to finish up the dimension by putting the distance here. Okay, we normally keep the shorter distance inside and the longer distance outside. Okay, so this shows the okay. Now this is now a bit messy, so there's not enough space, so I shall shift it down a bit lower. Please keep the wording in line with each other. Okay. Okay, and you can adjust the dimension slightly here, and I want to shift this here. Shift this slightly lower. Alright, so this is fully dimensioned for the hole and the square. We still need to dimension this round surface. If there's radius, for example D for this one here, let's escape. Okay, sometimes it's good to adjust, say, the dimensional radius, or in this case maybe I want the radius, and I just click this from here. Okay, radius of 30. How about angles? Let's select, can do angles by selecting this here, or it can come out like this. Okay, and how about the thickness? So we try to make sure every view has at least one dimension inside. Okay, and certain dimensions, like for example this distance here, you can click here, let's change it to dimension. Okay, and click here and click here to know. Okay. Here and here to know how far this. If you don't like, it's good practice. You don't need so accurate, so let's close this. Okay, so you know this distance. It will be good that you can find the distance for the overall length and height of this piece. Okay, so basically I just showed you, there are more dimensions to this, but I'm just showing you the different kinds of dimension. So remember to change the date, remove the date. Okay, and bird feeder, this will be called the front. Okay, follow your BOM list the way you name it. Okay, and you have to put a scale. Remember, when you double click, this is scale 1:2, this is scale 1:3, so you can just put the scale here. Sorry, let's stop this. Scale 1:2, and this is here, isometric, the scale 1:3. Let's change the spelling. Okay, so there you have it. It's not really completed because of some dimensions here as well as here not dimensioned yet, but I think you all get the idea. It must be, by looking at this drawing, this part drawing, you should be able to get all the information enough for you to do up this part.